If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. This is the second best place I've ever stayed. And I wouldn't have been able to stay here a year ago. Last year I had the trailer and it was burned down by somebody. And as horrific as that was to us, it was a blessing in disguise. The reason I would not have been able to stay here is because this place is not designed for travel trailers. This place is designed for tent campers. A lot of these old COEs been around since the 40s and 50s. The COE is an Army Corps of Engineers. When they built these things, they didn't have the thought process of travel trailers. I guess they just weren't popular back then, but they were designed for tent camping. And boy, is it a nice tent camping spot. But there's just no place to put a travel trailer. So they do have these small parking spaces, of course, for your car. So we have a car. Our car just happens to have a camper on it. This is our 1-year anniversary in this camper. We were in our trailer for a year, and we built this thing in 2 weeks. It's just made out of 2x2s, some Luan, which I know everybody's going to criticize, but then a year later we put this Coroplast on. We just put this on just about, maybe 3 months ago now, because the paint was lifting up off the Coroplast. When it got real cold, down to 2 degrees, it just bubbled up. So we put this Coroplast on. Oh, fantastic stuff. I will use this for everything. Even the scrap pieces we use for different things, funnels and cut off a little piece here and there. I think I'm going to need another full sheet just so I can have it laying around, because that stuff is so versatile. It's called Coroplast. You get it at Home Depot. It's worked great. Haven't had any leaks. It's survived a significant weather event. I would say it was a tornado. We were in the tornado's path. I know that. The truck is a 2015 Chevy Colorado. It's got a 4-cylinder in it. And I know there are so many people that cringe when I say it's got a 4-cylinder. That's why I built the camper the way I did. The camper weighs 250 pounds. It's basically as heavy as one good-sized man or 2 people. It's not heavy. 2 people can pick it up very easily. The truck has no problems handling it. The truck gets 19 miles to the gallon with it on. Fully loaded with all the fridge, fully loaded, the water, the whole deal. It gets 19 miles to the gallon. Which is what we were getting with pulling the trailer. So here's a person who's lived in 2 different styles of camper and a nomadic lifestyle. And I'm telling you that I really think that being in a self-contained unit, a 1-unit operation, makes the lifestyle more flexible. Now I recognize that you're going to say, well, travel trailer, you can do things with, it's got a bathroom, it's got this, it's got that. And that's all true. But your flexibility really gets restricted. The last campground we were at, same thing. It was designed for tent camping. So here we have 2 campgrounds right in a row that last year we couldn't have went to. And man, that would have been a heck of an opportunity missed. This is, like I said, this is the second best place that I've been. I get to wake up every morning to that beauty and magnificent power. Now, setup of the camper is so much easier also. With the trailer, you got to level it, you got to disconnect it, and it takes a good hour and a half to do. And then you got to break it down. Well, here it is, 90 degrees outside, and I've done it many times. You're breaking it down, setting it up in 90-degree weather, and you're just sweating profusely. It's a chore to set up your home. Think about it. This is your home, and you're sweating to death. It's not a camping trip. This isn't something that you're going to do every now and then. This is something you're going to do every 2 weeks, possibly every week, possibly every day, depending on your lifestyle. But with this, it's real simple. All I got to do is grab the generator out of the back of the truck, plug the generator in, and I don't even have to do that right away. I only have to do that when I set the batteries up. Plug it in. I put a jack on each side and a step ladder. That's it. That's all I got to do. Carolyn, while I'm doing that, she straps in the refrigerator so it doesn't rock around. Now, I'm not a big fan of sleeping in Walmart parking lots, but I have parked in rest areas. The states that allow it, Iowa, Mississippi, are two that I've been to that we've stayed at, and they allow it. The nice thing about this is I can park in the regular vehicle parking spots, not in the truck parking. There's two advantages of that. One, the truckers really hate it when RVs park in their spot. Here's their thinking. You know, they have to travel, they have to go out and make a living, and you know, they want to catch a few hours of sleep, they pull into a rest area. You, on the other hand, are living a vacation lifestyle, and they believe that you should be at an RV park. And there might be some justification to that argument. Secondly, those trucks are very loud, and you park right next to those trucks, and the trucks in a rest stop, that's all you're going to hear, that rumbling, just the constant in and out and the noise. Well, with this, you can park over in a corner of the rest area. In some cases, some of these rest areas are so nice that you can actually go to the back end where they have little picnic areas like this, and you can sleep in the back end. Mississippi's got several of those. So you don't even get close to the truck or the traffic. But you couldn't do that with a travel trailer. The biggest reason I love the truck camper so much more than the trailer is when I go to town, it forces me to bring my home with me. And that's a big deal to me. The trailer got burned down by somebody. While we were gone 3 hours, and when we came back, somebody burned it down. That wouldn't have happened if we'd had this, because it would have been with us. And the comfort of that is huge. I mean, I always had the unsettling feeling that somebody was going to do something to it. If someone decided to vandalize it, we would either be in it or we would be in a parking lot with lots of witnesses that could come and possibly help me out, call the fire department, you know, but there'd be cameras all over the place, witnesses. The reduction of stress, not worrying about that being left out in the middle of nowhere is huge. It's made all the difference in the world. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.